you are thinking that just because you turned on the faucet of publishing, that all this ROI is supposed to come out of the spigot. That's not actually the way it works. The way it really works is the same way Mr. Miyagi was teaching Daniel, which is instead of pouring, you are dripping. Now, out of the faucet is a drip. It's not going to be a pour of all the water. It's going to slowly drip day by day, piece by piece, content by content. You are slowly dripping and building a relationship with your audience. The same way Mr. Miyagi is teaching Daniel to build a relationship with these self-defense skills and tools that he eventually built up in him over time. Let me explain this a little bit deeper. When I was publishing my content, one of the things that I wanted to do when I first started publishing, I remember around 2009, Google had purchased YouTube. And then they announced, because any of you who was publishing, was anybody here publishing before 2009 content? Nobody? Okay, a couple people over here. Okay, so you all remember, you were publishing content between 2005 and 2009-ish, you were like a bum living in your mom's basement. You needed to get a job because there was no money to be made from publishing content. So when Google purchased YouTube, they announced, okay, now you can actually make money from publishing your content. We'll run ads against it, and you can at least get a couple dollars every month. When I first realized that, I said to myself, here's what I'm going to do. Since I know this, my industry at an expert level, I'm just going to build a library of everything that I know about basketball. I'm just going to publish it on YouTube. And I'm just going to slowly drip so that when somebody comes across me, they're going to go deep down into the rabbit hole of everything that I have, because everything they need on this subject, they're going to know I'm the guy. Has any of you ever done that? You go into somebody's content, you never heard of them before, you watch one video, and before you know it, you've been sitting there 3 hours watching everything they put out or reading everything they ever made. And then eventually, it might take a week, it might take a month, but you eventually buy something. And then when you talk to that person or they reach out to you or you have a conversation with them, you say, man, I came across one thing that you did, or one of my friends sent me one of your videos or something like that. And then I went down a rabbit hole and I eventually ended up buying something. Why? Because that person had such a deep library of everything that you needed on subject X that you just went further and further into their world. Has anyone ever done that? Okay, everybody's done it. So you want to flip that around and you want to make sure that your company or you personally, you're that person that somebody can just go deep to where it's day by day or week by week, however often you're publishing, somebody is just going deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole with you. Because again, it's not a faucet. It's not like you're turning on a fire hose and you give them everything you know in 1 hour. It's over the course of a year, over the course of 10 years, over the course of 20 years, you just keep consuming somebody's stuff or they keep consuming your stuff to where when it's time for them to make a purchasing decision, you're the only person that they're thinking about. So you'll notice that the faucet challenge, the ownership, the forgettable, all of this stuff goes together.